Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Olive, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a date table. This is what a date table looks like, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create this. Now, why is date table important? As you can see from these two visuals, you can see the difference. That alone shows you why it is important. It makes it really easy and simple to work with your data set, to analyze your data by date. Now, we are seeing this by quarter. We can see that this is the third quarter, and we can see what happened during the month of the third quarter. We can see what happened in the week, and we can see it by day. We can see, oh, these ones made sale or not, or they reduced. We can see everything by day. You can see everything, how detailed, this one went really granular. And you can also do this by creating a date table. The cool thing about this, if you don't want to see this by day, right? I don't want to see it I don't want it to be this granular. I'm just going to remove day, and you're going to see everything by week. Okay, this is week 31, 32, and whatnot. If you don't want to see it by week, you just remove this week, and you're just going to say, okay, this is what happened in August, in September, October, November, and December. All right. If you even want to remove the quarter and just see everything by month, you just remove the quarter and you're still going to see every single thing by month. This is how flexible a date table is. All right, let's create a date table together. Now that this date table has been deleted, we're going to create a new one from the scratch. All right, so let's go to our transform data right here. I'm just going to click that. It's going to open up our Power Query editor. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is to go to manage parameters, create a new parameter, and come here and put what end dates. So we're naming this we're naming it our start date rather. Okay, we're going to choose the date data type and put a current value. Let's say our data is starting from 2021. So let's just say 2021, the 1st of January, 2021. And we're going to click OK. So now we need to create for our end date. So we're going to go back to this manage parameters and create a new parameter. Now this will open up the same. So we're just going to put end date. We're going to get the date data type, and we're going to just give it the last date of the year, which will be 2023 12 31st. So this is 31st of December 2023. We're going to click what? Okay. So now we have our start date and our end date. The next thing we want to do is to go to new source here, and we're going to get a blank query. All right, so we're just going to change this to date table, which is what we're doing. Hit enter. The next thing we're going to do is to rename this source because it's going to be used. But when we click here, we can see that this rename button is not activated. In order to do that, we'll just go to the advanced editor right here. We'll come here and we'll just change this to duration. Also change this one to duration. Now you click done. Okay, so now this has been changed successfully. So the next thing we want to do is we want to count the number of days in our data set. We want to know how many days is in between 1st of January 2021 to 31st of December 2023. So in order to do that, we're going to write a formula, which is duration dot days. We're going to open up the bracket and we're going to say end date minus start date. And we're just going to put +1 here for any eventualities, and we're going to hit OK, enter rather. So Now we have 1095 days. Great. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add another step. So just come here, click on this, and we want to list the dates. We want to see the dates in between this start date and the end date. So we're just going to use the formula list dates, list dot dates. We're going to open up, and you're going to, as you can see here, it says start as date. So the start date, we'll put comma. We're going to say count as number, which we counted already in this duration, if you can remember. So we're just going to put this duration there, another comma. Then it says step as duration. We want to say it what? Daily. So we're just going to put hashtag duration. Now this is telling Power BI I want to see it 1 day, that you want to see it by 1 day, 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 second, and hit enter. Now we can see all the list of all the dates from 1st of January 2021 to 31st of December 2023. The next thing to do now is to rename this if you want to. So you can just rename this to list dates. Then the next thing we'll do is to change this list to a table. So we're just going to convert it by clicking here. And you just click OK. Now this has been converted to a table. Next thing you're going to do is to rename it. So let's just double click it and name this our date table. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is to change the data type, because we want this as a date, not as a numeric or text. So right click, come to change data type and just hit date. All right, so now this is a date table. So what we want to do is we want to bring out the years, the year, the quarter, the month, the week, the day, just like we saw previously. In order to do that, we're just going to go to our add column, and we're going to come to date here. We're going to see the year, click the year, it's going to bring it out. Now we can see 2021. When you scroll down, you'll be able to see 2022 and 2023. We're going to go back to the year, come back to date. I'm going to click start of year. Go back to the year, come to quarter, and we're just going to click what? Quarter of year. We're going to come, now the next thing we want to do is we want to get the quarter name, right? So in order to get the quarter name, we're going to get a custom column, and we're going to rename this as quarter name. And then the formula is, now what this quarter name is I want to be able to say it's Q1 or Q2. I don't just want it as 1, 2, 3. The stakeholders might not understand what that means. So we want to put Q1 or Q2, just something in front to indicate that this is quarter. So you can use whatever text you want. You can use QT, QR, QA, whatever it is. So I'm just going to use Q. Okay. I'm just going to use Q. Then I'm going to put this, and I'm going to get the quarter and insert it. Now, this is a text, this is a number. They cannot, concatenate. So we have to get the text from this particular, from this number here, from the number in quarter. So we're just going to use the formula text.from. So we're saying Power BI, they should get us the text from the numbers in quarter. So we're just going to hit OK. Don't forget to put the brackets. And now we can see our quarter name, Q1, Q2. So the next thing we're going to do is to come back to this date table. Let's continue. We're going to get the month now, which you can see. We're coming back to the date table, and we're going to get the month name of month. So for this name of month, we don't want it like this. Let's just reduce it to three letters. All right. So in order to reduce it to 3 letters, come to transform, come to extract, and just get the first 3 characters. And this is it. The next thing we're going to do is to go back to the date table, go and get the week, go to add column. Don't forget to go to add column. Come here, we're going to get the week now. So we're going to get the week of year. And we're also going to get what? The week name. Now, in order to get the week name, we have to do what? Create a custom column and just do the same thing we did for our quarter. So I'm just going to name this week name, and I am going to put my double quotes. I'm going to put mine as WK. You can write week in full if you want. And I'm just going to get my week of year here. Insert it. I'm going to put my text.from and put this in a bracket and hit OK. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get the date. So we're going to come back here. Always make sure you go back to your date table. Okay, so we're going to get dates now. Just going to get start of week. So I'm going to come back to my date table now to get the day. So now we're going to get the day. You can see the day. Come back to your date table. Get the name of day. Now we're going to do the exact thing for what we did for the month. So let's just extract the first 3 characters here. Okay, now we can see the first 3 characters. So the next thing we want to do is to rename this so that we have the correct names, right? So I'm just going to name this as quarter number, name this as month number, week. I'm going to name this as week number. I'm going to name this as day number. The last column we're going to be getting from here is the day of week. All right, so we can see this is the 5th day. Friday is the 5th day of the week, and that is it. So now we're going to go to our home and close and apply this. Now we can see our data, right? The next thing we're going to go to is our table view. Now let us go and sort these columns. Okay, we're going to sort our year. We're going to sort our year by start of year. We'll sort our quarter by quarter number. We'll sort our month name by month number. We'll sort our week name by the week number. And we'll sort our day name by day of week. All right, now that this has been done, the next thing we want to do is to go to the table tools here. We're going to mark this as a table. So Power BI recognizes it as a table. So click mark as a date table, and then click the date table, validated successfully. So just click OK. All right, we are almost done. The last thing to do is to model your data. So go to the model view. Don't forget, this is really important, if not even the most important aspect. Now, in our data set, in the finance data set, we have something called session date. So we're just going to create a relationship with this session date and our date table. Now you can see this relationship has been created. So now we can go to our report view and see our dates. Can you see this beauty? So this is what I am talking about. Now you can see everything has been arranged by itself. Okay. So let's say we want to see this by quarter, as we said initially. We're just going to come here, get the quarter name, and you can see it's just quarter 3 and quarter 4 that we have. You can now go in more in depth. You can decide you want to see it by the month, and you can see everything by the month, right? I think November tops in sense of some of cart value, right? So if you want to say, okay, I want to see it more in depth, I want it to be more granular, you can decide to do what? To see it by week. So let's just get the week name, and this is it, right? You can see all of the dips and the highs, the lows. The insight is just too good. Then if you say, you know what, I want to know what happened on each day of this week 31 or week 35, for example, the dip was just like a lot. I want to know what happened on this week 35. We're going to go in by day. So where's the day name? We're going to go in by day, and we can see where is week 35. We can see what happened Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, up until Saturday. We can see what happened in week 35. Okay, so this is what date table can do for you. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and you're going to be creating a date table for all of your data sets. If you found this video very helpful, please like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified whenever I post videos like this. Thank you all. Bye.